to the family of Mr. Abe, and also we extend our prayers to the God for resting his soul in peace. Friends, I am here today before you to present an important issue that is actually worrying this country. You must have noticed in the recent past many terror activities that are taking place have links to the Bharatiya Janata Party and its leadership. With complete evidence, Congress Party in the last few weeks made roaring attempt to amplify the dubious nexus of Bharatiya Janata Party with the terror activities, but unfortunately neither BJP has opened its mouth, nor even unfortunately media also has not picked it up as much as they are supposed to have picked up. Therefore, Congress Party has decided, as a main opposition, responsible opposition political party in the country, decided to go across the nation in all the state headquarters to enlighten the respective states people about the kind of dubious, disastrous nexus that is taking place between the terrorists and as well as the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders. We are actually in danger. If a ruling party, that to a self-styled nationalist patriotic party, has relationships, links with the terror activists, I think all of us are in danger. Country is in danger. People of Kerala are in danger. People of this country are in danger. And it is important that all of us ask straight questions to Bharatiya Janata Party as to why this nexus exists. Is it a sheer coincidence, or is it a conspiracy that the BJP has these kind of terror links? I am not making these accusations without evidences. As I mentioned to you in the previous last 1 or 2 weeks, there has been a consistent effort by the Congress Party to present with evidences as to how BJP leaders or BJP activists were involved in terror activities. I am sure, my dear friends, you must be aware about you must remember about the Udaipur incident. Gruesome murder of Mr. Kannaya Lal, a tailor. He was slaughtered. He was beheaded. We all have seen the videos, self-confessional statements made by the two murderers. One was Muhammad Riaz Akhtari. The second person's name is Ghaus Muhammad. Now you'll be astonished to know that Muhammad Riaz Akhtari is an activist of Bharatiya Janata Party, or an active worker of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He is the close aide of Gulab Chand Kataria, who was the former Home Minister of Rajasthan government. It so happened that Mr. Akhtari also has worked in the factory of one Mr. Atul Chandalia, who is the son-in-law of the Gulab Chand Kataria, who was the Home Minister of Rajasthan. Now this amplifies the kind of role of Bharatiya Janata Party activists in this particular murder. This is the first murder, this is the first incident. Second incident I wish to present to you is about what has happened in Maharashtra, Amaravati town. A pharmacist, a medical shop owner by name Umesh Prahalad Kohli was stabbed to death in front of his wife and son while he was returning in the night after closing down the medical shop. This murder, there are many people involved in this murder. The prime accused in this murder, his name is Irfan Khan. You will be surprised to know that Mr. Irfan Khan is a close aide of a famous film actress turned into Member of Parliament, Miss Navneet Rana and her husband Ravi Rana. And you all know both of them, the kind of relationship that they enjoy with the Bharatiya Janata Party. One was a direct activist of Bharatiya Janata Party. The other is got close links to Navneet Kaur Rana, who is closely connected, related, overtly or covertly colluded or collaborated with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now I wanted you to understand one critical aspect of it here. Why these two murders have happened? These two murders have happened because of the brazen, abusive, abrasive, unwanted, unacceptable comments made by Ms. Nupur Sharma, who was a spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Having provoked by Ms. Nupur Sharma, both Mr. Kohli in Amravati and the other Kanayalal in Udaipur, both of them have put up some posters in the support of Ms. Nupur Sharma. This was the fault committed by them. Who killed both of these people? It was Nupur Sharma who has provoked, created a context of hatred in the country, and these two people have put up the posters on their Facebook, and murders committed by us Bharatiya Janata Party leaders. Now you have to understand whether this is a conspiracy or it is a sheer coincidence. It appears to be like a ploy in order to gain the political advantage. Wonder if these murders have been done. So therefore I think people of Kerala and people of this country have the responsibility to ask all the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders as to why BJP leaders alone are indulging in these kind of violences. What is the kind of a dubious relationship and links that BJP has with these terrorists is the question. Now I wanted to present third incident to amplify again Bharatiya Janata Party's terror links. Recently, and I just also want to show you, this is the photograph of Attari's photograph, and this guy is seen with the Gulab Chand Kataria, who was the former Home Minister of the Rajasthan government. And the second person is Talib Hussain. In Jammu Kashmir, he was caught by the local villagers when he was found to be supplying arms and ammunitions and AK-47 rifles to the terrorists. And that too to LET, Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists he was supplying, and he himself also later proved as one of the commanders. Incidentally, you will be surprised to know that Talib Hussain Shah was the Bharatiya Janata Party's Minority Morcha IT cell convener of Jammu province. A LET commander is being appointed by Bharatiya Janata Party as their IT cell social media convener. On one hand, being a head of the IT cell, they spread the misinformation, they spread the hatred. On the other hand, dubiously by being an LET commander, supplies the arms and ammunition to the various terrorist groups in Jammu and Kashmir. When this question was raised, how come a BJP activist turned out to be an LET commander? BJP president, local president said, no, he came as a journalist like you all to our office. He has no business with us. He's not been appointed. But unfortunately, these photographs indicate the kind of love and affectionate relationship that Talib Hussain has with the BJP state president. This shows how he has been appointed by what is the membership number and how he was appointed and things like that. These are all the glaring evidences. In spite of the glaring evidences, Bharatiya Janata Party does not want to open its mouth, is so tight-lipped and does not even condemn that yes, we made a mistake, we have appointed these terrorists as our party functionaries. This is the ironical situation. And the fourth incident I wanted to present to you. There is another gentleman by name Tariq Ahmad Mir was arrested when he was found to be supplying arms and ammunition to to one Mr. Naved Babu, who was a commander of Hizbul Mujahideen. And Naved Babu was previously arrested by police along with Mr. Davinder Singh. I'm sure, being very senior journalist of this region, you would have been aware of what was the role of Davinder Singh in destroying the national peace and national security. Many allegations were there on Davinder Singh. To have provided shelter to the terrorists, to have supplied arms and ammunition to the terrorists, and to have played a very dubious role in Pulwama attack. You must be aware, during 2019 elections, what has happened. 300 kilos of RDX was transported during the Pulwama attack, which was used in the Pulwama attack, and the sector DSP was Davinder Singh, and allegations that Davinder Singh has actually facilitated that RDX transport. So that nexus, again the Tariq Ahmed Mir, I wanted to submit to you that he was an ex-Sarpanch and a senior leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party. This is the fourth incident that I wish to submit to you. And the other gentleman, again in Madhya Pradesh, one person by name Dhruv Saxena was arrested by the police, along with 11 ISI agents. What were they doing? They were spying by setting up a high technology telephone exchange in Madhya Pradesh, doing the spying, collecting, gathering lots of information about the armed forces, military information was being supplied to ISI, and police has arrested, and the prime accused in that is Dhruv Saxena, and Dhruv Saxena is one of the very close functionary of BJP, close to Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Chief Minister of the Madhya Pradesh. You will be shocked to see the photographs of this gentleman along with Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Dhruv Saxena. This is the fifth incident. Likewise, you will see that in Madhya Pradesh, yet another gentleman by name Balram Singh, who was a Bajrang Dal leader, was caught when he was doing the terror funding. In Assam, a gentleman by name Niranjan Hojail, he was caught by the police and he was sentenced for lifetime imprisonment because of his involvement of 1,000 crore scam, and all the money, it has been concluded by the local police, that was used to buy the arms and ammunition to supply to the local terrorists. Masood Azhar, you must be aware of him, the one who is the architect of the 1991 Kandahar aeroplane hijack. His close protege was given a ticket in the Srinagar Municipal Corporation elections by name Farooq Khan as a ward councillor by the BJP in Srinagar Municipal Corporation. This is the way Bharatiya Janata Party is promoting directly, indirectly, colluding, promoting the terrorists. Now the question comes, being a self-styled nationalist party, being a self-styled patriotic party, why is that they have nexus with these terrorists, and why BJP does not open its mouth is the question. Second thing is, I think people of Kerala should ask that every time there are elections, why is that terror activities take place, and these terror activities are being done by directly or indirectly by the Bharatiya Janata Party. I wish to submit to you, my dear friends, that this is very dangerous. Being a national party which is in ruling, if they are involved, then who is going to protect the people of this country? Who is going to protect the national security? Who is going to take care of the well-being of the people of this country is the question. We ask this question. Through you, I also appeal to the people of Kerala. Through you, I also appeal to the people of Kerala to ask all the BJP leaders across Kerala, why such terror links? What is the reason for this kind of nexus? Whenever there is a terror activity that has taken place, why BJP leaders or activists are involved into this? Is it a sheer coincidence, or is it a conspiracy, or is it a ploy for the political advantage? I request all the people of Kerala to question the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders. Thank you so much.